Hey there everybody, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Apuborama, and in today's video, I'll be breaking into the 5 most indestructible vehicles in Grand Theft Auto Online. What do I mean by indestructible? Well, I mean by vehicles that you can drive around in a public lobby and have almost zero chance of being killed in. We're going to start off today's video, very simple, with 2 Imani Tech cars. I'm counting them in the same slot, though, in the number 5 position. We have the Ocelot Virtue and Obey Ominous EGT. Both of these Imani Tech cars can survive the same amount of explosions. 10 sticky bombs, 10 homing missiles, and they feature missile lock-on jammers. What that means is that, let's say an Oppressor Mark II is flying above you, well, it cannot shoot homing missiles that are homed on your car. It'll have to actually manually aim the missiles at you, which is almost impossible. Because of that, it makes the Obey Ominous EGT and the Ocelot Virtue nearly indestructible in public lobbies. There's no way somebody's going to take the time to aim in homing missiles on your vehicle. And the fact that these cars can survive not only 10 sticky bombs as well, which means that even if somebody does try to throw bombs on your car or use an RPG, there's a very small chance that you are going to die in these 2 cars. Really, it depends on what style you're going for. If you want a supercar that's a lot faster, then you go for the Ocelot Virtue, which I absolutely love the look of. If you want a more sporty style car, then go for the Obey Ominous EGT. Features a little bit better handling, but a slower top speed, but it is a 4-seater, so if you ever plan on doing missions, the EGT is probably the way to go. I think both of these cars are amazing, and as I said, there's really no chance you're going to be killed. I don't think, still, after about 2 years of Imani Tech vehicles being in the game, I've ever been killed in one in a public lobby yet, and that shows just how resistant they are. We now arrive at some truly beefy boys. We have the Insurgent and the Nightshark. Now, to be fair, there are more armored vehicles like the Zaba and the Half-Track that can survive the same amount of explosions. The reason I'm not including those vehicles is just because the Half-Track is incredibly slow and it makes it easy to strafe with explosive machine guns, and the Zaba is also incredibly slow and kind of useless, to be honest. In front of us, we have the Nightshark, and the Nightshark is fast. It is one of the fastest armored vehicles in the game. It can survive 26 homing missiles, and it can drive over 100 miles per hour, which is actually pretty impressive. It's closer to about 110 miles per hour. However, I'd have to say my choice of the 2 is easily the Insurgent Pickup Custom. First of all, the Insurgent Pickup Custom drops explosive sticky bomb landmines, and these landmines are really dangerous. You can just keep spamming them, and if somebody drives over them, they're gonna blow up. Not only do you have, you can actually see something just drove over the bombs, and here, I'll place it on the road, and you're gonna see this car is gonna drive right over it, and boom, blows up. In fact, we got another car blowing up on the road here. Yeah, these bombs are really dangerous. Not only do you have bombs, but this is also a 4-seater. It's fairly fast, going at around 100 miles per hour, and has a mounted minigun on the roof, so if you ever have somebody that chills in the car with you, they can shoot at people. As I said, it is 26 homing missiles to blow up this truck. Now, the only downside of the Insurgent and, all the other survivable armored vehicles is that they will be aimed in with homing missiles, where Imani Tech cars really don't have that issue. But let's be honest, 26 homing missiles is a ridiculous amount, and the chance of somebody actually being able to kill you firing that many at you is very, very small. And because of that, this is just a great vehicle to mess around with, especially if you ever plan on doing sail missions. As I said, really the only issue is that these are a little bit on the slower side, and that's why I tend to like Imani Tech vehicles just that little bit better. We move on from a small candy cane vehicle to a big candy cane aircraft, being the Avenger. Now, I actually think the Avenger is one of the more underrated vehicles, aircraft in the game. Why? Well, it's because it can survive upwards of 30 homing missiles. That is absolutely insane. An aircraft that not only features homing missiles, which are really dangerous, but can also fly upwards of 170 miles per hour, has the ability to survive upwards of 30 homing missiles. That is absolutely insane. The Avenger is even crazier because if you are ever getting shot at while you are inside of the hold, you won't even die. It'll just blow up the vehicle and it'll just teleport you outside of it. So the Avenger is kind of ridiculous in that regard. It is just stupid. It has so much survivability for a flying aircraft. The fact that you can traverse the map super fast, the fact that you're basically indestructible because you can survive 30 homing missiles. Yeah, the Avenger is ridiculously dangerous. When you pair that with the fact you also feature homing missiles, as I said, and you have explosive machine guns mounted all over this aircraft, meaning that while you're flying it, somebody else can get into the hold and blow anything up chasing you. Yeah, the Avenger is really, really dangerous. Personally, I love this aircraft, and I think that it is a truly underrated beast in Grand Theft Auto Online. In front of us, in the number 2 position, we are really starting to get to the big boys. If you are driving either the Brigade 6x6 or the Hauler Custom, there is very little chance that you will ever be blown up in a public session. Why? Well, the Hauler can survive 69 homing missiles. Yes, you heard that right. 69 homing missiles. It's a ridiculous amount, and it's more than any Oppressor Mark II, any Deluxo, or Vigilante has the ability of taking you out with. Maybe a Toreador because it has unlimited homing missiles, but even then, good luck. I mean, it's not like the person's just going to let you shoot at them without having any retaliation. And the Brigade 6x6, while it doesn't survive as many homing missiles, I still put into the same category, as it is able to survive around 50 to 60 homing missiles, which is still crazy. Both of these vehicles are actually surprisingly fast as well, driving upwards of 100 miles per hour. I think it's actually 102 for the Hauler Custom. And because these vehicles are very, very big and heavy, you can smash people off the road very easily. For example, we got a pickup truck here, and yeah, we had a pickup truck. It's now gone. Yeah, this thing is insane. It's fast. It also features the ability to drop mines, which means anything chasing you isn't really going to be able to chase you. Yeah, the Brigade 6x6 and the Hauler Custom are virtually indestructible and unstoppable vehicles in Grand Theft Auto Online. They are super fun to mess around with, and as I said, they're not even that slow. So if you ever have anybody causing you grief or havoc, this is definitely one of my major choices to pull out. Chill, drive to where I'm going to go, and as I said, you can actually pull out weapons, so you can actually defend yourself as well. You can also shoot completely behind you, which is kind of funny. So even though the person shooting at you can't kill you from the rear, if you just keep reversing your vehicle towards where they are, you can literally just shoot at them and kill them. So yeah, kind of a dangerous vehicle, not going to lie. And in first place, we arrive to the Ruiner 2000. Now you might be saying, what the heck are you talking about? The Ruiner can't survive any explosions. Well, that is correct. However, if you make your way over to the SecuroServe CEO application, you go to VIP work, and you click Fully Loaded, you will now have a Ruiner 2000 spawn near you. We can see that this one is a little bit down the road. And the Ruiner 2000 in Fully Loaded is basically indestructible. And not only is it almost indestructible, but it also features a homing missile lock-on jammer, and it features unlimited missiles. Which means that not only are you basically unkillable, but you also are featuring missiles that can kill other people, which is kind of crazy. So yeah, this stock Ruiner here, it looks pretty basic, it looks pretty barren, but trust me, it is, well, as we can see, quite indestructible. My Ruiner blows up, but yeah, this Ruiner 2000's no issue whatsoever. You can literally just keep shooting at it over and over, and this thing is not going to die. I think it can survive something like 20 homing missiles, which is kind of crazy. And not only can it survive upwards of like 20 homing missiles, but once it blows up, a new one spawns in immediately, and you can just keep on causing havoc over and over and over. So yeah, the Ruiner 2000 is it's kind of a dangerous vehicle because of that. And as I said, it has unlimited homing missiles, so you can just keep shooting these missiles over and over and over and over. So yeah, it's honestly pretty dang fun to mess around with. These vehicles, as I said, are almost indestructible for the most part. Like, you can drive around in these vehicles in public lobbies, and there's very little chance that somebody will blow you up. And for the Ruiner 2000 here, you literally have 20 minutes of using this vehicle. Now, there is a cooldown, I think, of 40 minutes before you can do the mission again, but if you need more than 20 minutes to do whatever you're doing, I don't really know what else to say. The Ruiner 2000 is just crazy. Now, to be fair, one thing I should mention is that you are not able to use this vehicle outside of the fully loaded mission. So if you're trying to do like an agency job while you have the mission going on, you're not able to. but it's still the fact that you can call this out, and basically if anybody's ever causing you trouble, just instantly demolish them over and over and over. It is crazy how effective this vehicle is. So let me know in the comments down below what you think. Do you agree? Do you disagree with my list? Is there anything I missed? There probably is, but I think that my list of the top 5 here is pretty dang strong. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.